Alright, so here are the 4 reasons why I think Pokemon 151 will become a goldmine. Every so often, Pokemon releases a set that changes the landscape for collecting. This usually happens in phases, and there's these big collecting moments that happen once or twice every era. Pokemon 151 is exactly one of those unique era-defining sets that genuinely make a difference. So, to kick off, here are the 4 big reasons why I think 151 will become one of the most iconic sets in the future. Number 1 is the Kanto region, along with the 151, is Pokemon's magnum opus. When it comes to Pokemon in particular, there is one thing for certain, that the original 151 is the most notable and iconic era for Pokemon in its entirety, spanning different generations from millions of fans, and nearly every fan has been introduced to the original 151 Pokemon in one way or another. If you missed out on Pokemon Red Blue in 1996, you would have been presented with Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green in 2004 to pull you back in the game. This reintroduced millions of fans to the classic 151. Pokemon Gold and Silver also included Kanto at the end of their games, attracting all new fans who started Pokemon in this generation. If it was your second Pokemon game, you then replayed Kanto for a second time. Fast forward to as recent as 2018, and younger audiences were introduced to the original 151 with Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. If you combine the sales of all those games, you'd be looking at a whopping 82 million sales of games that included Kanto and the original 151 Pokemon as the main portion of the game. So if you're thinking about collections and investments, this is the kind of data and information which is crucial to the success of a set. Anything with such a wide fan base spanning so many generations pulls in interest and demand like nothing else. If you think this set was overhyped or overdone, you could be right. But I'd encourage you to take the emotion out of it when looking at this set through an investment and long-term lens. Knowing how popular 151 is and how many fans are attached to it makes it a truly unique set for its longevity. The original 151 Pokemon span across nearly every generation of Pokemon fans. This makes it a true wonder for the fan base and trading card collecting as a whole. Number 2, the fact that it's called Pokemon 151 will be doing all the marketing for you for years to come. As Pokemon 151 set is even named 151, you could say that Pokemon knew exactly what they were doing with their marketing. They know how familiar people are with that term, and they even included Mew as the promotional Pokemon on their packaging. My assumption, and I could be totally off the mark here, but I think Pokemon 151 was released as a way to maintain the new market that entered during the COVID boom. An enormous amount of fans who resurged in 2020 were from the original 1990 base set era. And I feel they wanted to nurture their new market with something they would love, and lo and behold, the OG 151 were released. Don't think that them naming the product 151 is by any means a coincidence. They could have named this set anything else, like Kanto Heroes or Kanto Stars. They specifically chose to call it Pokemon 151 to trigger the keywords and refresh people's minds of the original 151 Pokemon. They know how powerful that term is. And how do I know this? Because I'm a marketing professional. This is exactly the kind of creative research I'd be doing with my tools and analytics before launching any product or service. A company as big as Pokemon with such robust marketing data and analytics know exactly what they're doing when deciding to name a product. Even having Mew on the packaging with the numbers 151 highlighted was a strategic decision. Honestly, most old school fans could tell you what number Mew is in the Pokedex. Mew is synonymous with the number 151. What other Pokemon's Pokedex entry do you know other than Mew? Anyone who grew up in the schoolyard before the internet with their link cables knew you could complete your Pokedex in red, blue, and yellow, and you could get 150 out of 151 Pokemon. But the magical 151 Pokemon was impossible to obtain. This led to rumors in the schoolyard about secret ways to catch Mew, and all of them were fake. But the most older fans still associate Mew with 151. It's kind of seen as auspicious and unobtainable. It holds value. All of this combined leads to a product that will have endless demand. No matter which way you turn, 151 is ahead. And with Pokemon's clever marketing and genius way to pull in older fans, which is a strategy they constantly do, and you can see my explanation on it on my video called If Pokemon Will Become Irrelevant 20 years from now. The sheer name of calling this set Pokemon 151 is doing the hard work for you. If you Google original Pokemon 151, it's likely that this set will appear on your search feed. This will be constantly redrawing fans and reintroducing this set for people for years to come. It's going to spark endless curiosity. People who missed out today, who've taken a break from collecting, will see this set in the future and they're going to want a piece of the action. Because everyone knows that there are two things in life you never truly quit. It's card collecting and RuneScape. Even if fans have yet to learn of the set today, when they look at sets that have been released and they do their research, they're going to be drawn into the most nostalgic region. As I said, the name is doing all the marketing for you. 151 is a powerful keyword search term. Number 3, the art style is original and gorgeous. Honestly, this set did really well at capturing a unique art style. It had a consistent theme, it doesn't really stray away, it stays on course, and if you look at all the cards in Unity, they tell a story. All the illustration rares look sensational, and they're really hard to fault, along with the special illustration rares having their own unique feel. Charizard's flying over a canyon, Blastoise is underwater in its element, and Venusaur is like in a bed of flowers. They didn't just redo Charizard's base set illustration or try to pull too much from base set as an inspiration. They gave all the Pokemon a really unique art. Now, this is undoubtedly going to lead to millions of collectors wanting to pursue these unique artworks in their collections. This isn't like Darkness Ablaze Charizard, which is identical to Shining Fates Charizard and Champion's Path, where the Charizard's technically the same, it's just different color schemes of the same artwork. These artworks are genuinely unique and collectors love that. They're not going to be able to settle for less or a different variation. This will really help the set's singles in the long term, pushing the prices of sealed product way up. And number 4, the pull rates are difficult. As a collector, this bothers me. However, my investing mind can't complain. When looking at investment sets, difficult pull rates always really favor it long term. They make sets more enticing. The singles feel more special. Sealed sets have a stronger aura, and the element of mystery is amplified while they're on your shelf. Knowing how difficult certain chase cards are to pull really helps a set become renowned. I'm not adding my own opinions on difficult pull rates. I'm really trying to stay objective here, but if you're looking at investment value, difficult pull rates always help a set's value long term, both for the chase card singles and the sealed product. Along with that, the cards are difficult to grade, which kind of sucks as the print quality had to be sacrificed to meet the demand. You can actually see my deeper analysis I did on this on the other Pokemon 151 video I made. From what I can see and the best of my ability, Pokemon 151 will be revered for years to come. It's almost impossible to find this set below retail, which is a really good sign for the future. Guys, as always, I really hope you enjoyed that video and my analysis. This channel covers Pokemon collecting, investing, and I just try to place my own marketing expertise behind my videos to give them a little bit of a unique perspective. If you found the video valuable, I'd love to have you join the channel and community, so hit that subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll catch you on the channel. All the best, and thank you guys. Cheers.